Hey guys, Joker here with another Korean commentary. Saw Insec playing Zed, so figured this would be one that a lot of people would be interested in. We also have some other characters in this game. We got MacNoon top as Kennen. We have Someday from KT jungling against Insec, so should be an interesting game. They're just spamming laugh at each other at the moment. The matchup is Zed versus Nidalee, AP Nidalee mid. This is a matchup that generally Zed does just fine in. Nidalee can be a little bit annoying early with auto attacks, but for the most part Zed farms just fine from the very beginning, and she has to work pretty hard to get to a point where he can't blow her up once he hits level 6. So she can bully him a little bit early like she did there, but generally she can't do too much. And it looks like Nidalee started Dorn's Ring with potions. That's a fine start on Nidalee in an easier lane. Easier early lane, which Zed would be considered. You can't really do a whole lot to her early, and she'll have plenty of mana regen with the Dorns and a little bit of extra AP. You can see she starts with 37 AP, so she has AP runes as well, and maybe a little bit of AD, not positive. But more importantly, we're focusing on the Zed, and he started Dorn's shield, and he did so because auto attacks are going to be her primary way of harassing him early in lane, and the Dorn's shield's good against auto attacks, obviously, blocks 8 damage, and this also just gives him a lot of sustain without wasting money on potions, and a little bit of health, which is always nice to have. So they're just looking to farm it up, pretty even, 29-28, not a whole lot happening yet. Looks like top lane traded kills. Or top lane and jungler traded kills. But as for the mid lane, it's pretty standard so far. He's looking to harass a little bit. The standard Zed harass, which is pop your ghost out, cast E to slow him, and then try to get the double Q on him. And Zed is one of the few champions that can push pretty safely, and he can do so because he has his W to escape. Now when he uses his W for his harass combo, and he's a little bit more vulnerable, but for the most part he can push up pretty safely. Looks like Rammus is trying to force a gank, but Zed doesn't feel there's enough there to pull it off, and I would agree with him. It'd be very risky to dive that early. If Rammus would have waited until this point when Zed's level 6, they probably could have got her. They at worst would have traded kills. Rammus for mid, which is actually worth it. But alas, Rammus didn't wait, and here we are. Zed is still pushing up. Not sure if he's looking for a certain amount of gold. He is 1400 at the moment. Now he's looking to go back. He goes with the cutlass, pretty standard. Rushing that Blade of the Rune King. There's pretty much two options for an early back on Zed. You can go for a brutalizer and sustain through potions, or you can go for the cutlass if you need some extra lifesteal, and it looks like he went with the cutlass. The cutlass still does a lot of damage in your ult combo just because of the active, gives you an extra 100, and then the ult amplifies off that. I would say the brutalizer definitely does a little bit more damage, but that lifesteal is nice for sustaining through lane, and he feels like he'll need it, so it's a fine choice. Can't argue with Insec. And so far he's playing fairly passive. He does have Ignite up. Nidalee has barriers, so she'll be a little bit harder to kill than she typically would. And it looks like Nidalee bought double cloth armor tier on her first back, so the double cloth armor is going to help her a lot surviving against Zed. It's a pretty easy gank to avoid. Take a look at Nidalee. She's got 78 armor, so that's quite a bit for this early in the game. And she should be fairly safe as long as she doesn't get ganked or she doesn't let herself get down to low HP. So now Zed is kind of just wandering around. Not forcing anything in other lanes yet. Stuck on that trap. Didn't need to do that, but not a huge deal. He'd be able to sustain through all that. Dodge the spear, get the CS, move back. Nidalee has blue now, so she's pretty much going to be able to sustain permanently until that blue runs out. With a spammable heal like Nidalee has, sustaining is really easy for her. And as you see, Zed is taking the approach of just farming up jungle camps instead of trying to force kills on Nidalee. With her double cloth armor, the only way he'd be able to really kill her is to 100 to 0 her, because he's not going to be able to do any significant harass with her blue buff spamming heal. So it looks like he pushed the wave up. Maybe going to take this jungle, or looks like he's coming down to dive this Janna. It's pretty much a free kill. Janna's stuck here, pinned here by the support and AD, and she gets Nami bubbled, so this should just be a nice easy kill. Zed didn't even really need to use his ult there, but he just wanted the kill, get in and out of there as quick as possible. Nidalee's countering with a mid push with her jungler. Rammus is there to hold, although Rammus is taking a lot of damage. Looks like he'll die here. Oh. He should still be dead. Nice spear there by Nidalee, so she gets the shutdown. So Zed's not going to like that too much, but he did get a kill, so not a huge deal. Although Nidalee with double buffs is pretty annoying. Let's see what his plan is. Oh, found a low HP Lee Sin. Give him the ignite and the cutlass. Gets the kill. He probably will die in return though. It's close, but Nidalee picks that up. So he pretty much trades kills there. Overall, that's actually technically not really worth it for him, because Nidalee, his lane opponent, stays and can push up the farm and push the lane still. But as an assassin like Zed, a lot of times you're just going to be looking for kills. And more importantly, you just want to get yourself big so you can do your job late game. Not necessarily important that you're 100% stronger than your lane opponent. And either way, it's a pretty close trade, even if he comes out slightly behind. But as you see, Nidalee can just sit there and push that tower pretty hard. And she doesn't have to worry about the Zed. So instead of going straight for the Rune King, he actually got the Brutalizer afterwards, and that's actually the way you see most Zeds play these days. They want the Cutlass and the Bruta, and then they'll go for the Rune King. And the order in which they get those two items isn't terribly important. It comes down to what I was talking about earlier, the sustain versus the extra bit of damage. So now Nidalee's going back to buy, and Zed is just looking to push up. CS, he's down about 9. They both have 2 kills, so they're pretty damn even. And Nidalee actually rushed to Archangel stuff. That's kind of interesting, not too common. It doesn't really give her a whole lot of... It gives her a little bit of extra AP, but she's not too close to filling that tier yet, so it's kind of a curious decision. Probably would have been better off going for the arm guard and maybe like a blasting one, but Nidalee can build a lot of different ways, so not a huge deal. She still has that red buff she got off Rammus, and Zed isn't looking to dive her yet, anything like that. Looks like he's trying to secure his blue. Nidalee and Lee Sin are coming over to fight for that. And the reason they were able to know that so perfectly is because Zed was walking with the Nidalee trap on him, so They had perfect vision of him. Looks like we might have a fight. So Zed ults Nidalee. You see he waited for a barrier before he went in on her. That just gets more damage down. And Ezreal secures that kill. Oh, there's MacNoon roaming down on Kennen. Zed actually failed his W a little bit there. It was unfortunate. Tried to go over this, which is a little bit too fat. Probably would have been better off going right here. But it turned out to be a kill trade either way, so not too bad for the purple team. They've opened up about a 3k lead, which is pretty significant at 13 minutes. You see who's the most far ahead. Zed and Nidalee are still dead even. Rammus a little bit ahead of Lee. But the big difference is top lane. As you see, Riven is 2,000 ahead of MacNoon on Kennen.
Blue team's turret has been destroyed.
And then bottom has about the other 1,000 combined with those two.
Unstoppable. Shut down. Blue team's turret has been destroyed.
So back to Zed. Now he's looking to finish that Rune King. He also picked up tier 1 boots, but he got both the daggers, so he's about 1,000 gold away from Blade. Looks like they want to go for Dragon. Nidalee, meanwhile, didn't really get anything. What did she buy? Tier 1 boots and a ward, so not a whole lot gained from her there. Now Zed goes in on Caitlyn. She cleanses something. I guess she cleanses slow from Cutlass, but not sure that's even worth it. And Riven was able to finish that kill off with her ult. Still fighting. Just picking off people one by one. Pretty sloppy play from the blue team there. And this Riven is kind of carrying this game right now. Nice play by Nidalee. Pick off the Jaina and get out of there. Nidalee's not done yet. She's looking to... Oh, nice spear. A little bit late on that spear to try to hit Rammus. If you look at gold, Zed has 1,500, so he actually has enough for his blade, and I'm sure he'll be looking to go back fairly soon and get that. Still has a little bit of time on his ult. Probably about 20 seconds on that. And you see he's going aggressive on Jaina. She's an easy target for him even without the ult. And there's a nice free kill. Rammus set that one up. Now with about 2k, I'm guessing he's gonna pick up definitely his blade. Besides that, he could go pickaxe or he could go mobility boots. Yeah, here goes pickaxe, working towards that last whisper. So Zed, despite a pretty even laning phase, is in a good position of strength. He's got 116 CS at 16 minutes, which is pretty average, pretty solid on pace, and 4 kills and 4 assists, so definitely above average overall gold wise. And he can pretty much kill anyone. Only one that could maybe survive would be Nidalee with her Seraph's Embrace shield plus those double cloth armor, but I think he could probably still get her as long as Ignite was up. And you see, we might be waiting here to try to get aggressive. It's a nice little spot to hide. And they're just going to push that up. Farming up. Zed clears jungle camps incredibly fast. It's always worth it to take those as long as your jungler isn't about to do them. And overall, the purple team's almost 6k ahead, so they got a nice big lead, and they're looking to push. Zed goes in on Janna, free kill there. Nope, Lee Sin got baited by barrier there. Meanwhile, MacNoon is 1-7 on Kennen. Quite a bit behind. 1-8 on Kennen.
Rampage.
And Nidalee died to Riven, who is now 8-1. So Riven and Kennen are going in opposite directions this game. Zed, meanwhile, looking to go by. He's checking to see if blue is up. He's going to steal it. And with 1100 gold, we'll see what he goes for. Let's grab the long sword. Working towards that last whisper. Oh, he's actually going to finish the mobility boots. I figured those were coming soon. But at a 7k lead, purple team has this game pretty much in the bag. Ezreal is 5-1. He's doing just fine. Already got his gauntlet. Riven is incredibly strong, and Zed is strong enough to blow any one of the blue team up. Not to mention Rammus is doing just fine. Well, looks like he found a little MacNoon. And that's an easy kill for Zed. So Zed's at that point where he pretty much can just get a kill whenever his ult is up. And it's a really strong spot to be in as a Zed player in the mid game, because people are wandering around and anyone you find just dies. Oh, nice snipe there from Ezreal. So it looks like Zed wants to pick up blue buff. Despite being an energy user, blue buff is actually really good on Zed. Getting that extra energy regeneration actually lets him cast his combo a lot more often, and it lowers the cooldown on his ult quite a bit. And your ult is pretty much what holds you back from getting kill after kill in the mid game. But when you're as strong as he is now, you can kill people just with the WQE and the passive. Oh, MacNoon gets the kill, but looks like Zed will get another one. Missed to time that Q a little bit, but that was pretty much guaranteed. And now his ult is up, so he's looking to find somebody. And it looks like he found himself a Caitlyn. So if you see there, we'll replay that real quick. This is how you want to do it on Zed. You go in with R, and then you want to save your W to close that distance once they use their escape. And Caitlyn flashed away, but with his W still up, he was able to get away just fine. See a nice little bit of escaping there. That's the flash since Lee Sin had a nice Q, and he's getting away just fine. 1900 gold. He's gonna finish the last whisper. Who knows what we'll get after that? It might work towards GA, might work towards the cleaver at the ruby crystal. Gets his home guard and a pink ward. Up some Nidalee trap there. Can't be sneaky for another 10 or so seconds. And it looks like he used this pink right here. So that's kind of looks like where he wants to ambush people from. Another trap. Dodges Nidalee spear, and he's just gonna help push down these towers. Get this game moving. Ooh. Takes a lot of damage there. Nice Nidalee spear plus a Caitlyn ult, but he doesn't look done. He wants to go in and cast his combo on somebody. Nice double kill there. And that's probably GG.
Blue team's turret has been destroyed.
So he actually goes Ghostblade.
Blue team's inhibitor has
Interesting. I haven't seen that before, but it does offer a little bit more flat pen, as well as nice little steroid for when you ult. And it also makes it so you can get some more flat pen with the getting another brutalizer and going cleaver. So he's waiting in his pink warded ambush spot, but he might be tempted by this blue buff, yeah. So he popped his Ghostblade there. It looks like he just wanted to get that as safely as possible. Then they pick off McNoon, who is now a resounding 2-12. Red pot for Insec.
Killing spree.
Nice play there.
Blue team's turret has been destroyed.
This is looking pretty routine.
Has been destroyed.
Gonna get all 3 turrets, looks like. Just end this tutorial style.
Blue team's turret has been destroyed.
Insect's bloodthirsty.
Blue team's turret has been destroyed.
His ult will be up in just a few seconds, so I guarantee you'll see him going for at least one more kill. Probably not on McNoon though. Oh, I guess it is on McNoon. Wasn't the right choice since he has Hourglass. Oh, traded kills for the Janna. And he picks up a BF sword. So they're just screwing around in the middle of the map. They're gonna pick up Baron and then probably push to win.
Blue team has slain Baron Nashor. Blue team's inhibitor is respawning soon.
Pops his Ghost Blade to get some extra distance.
Blue team's inhibitor has been destroyed. Blue team's turret has been destroyed. Blue team's turret has been destroyed.
And that'll do it.